Cáncer Daily Horoscope for April 25, 2025, as the cosmic energies align on April 25, 2025, Cáncer natives find themselves at an intriguing crossroads of opportunity and reflection. The moon, your ruling celestial body, forms a harmonious trine with Neptune today, heightening your intuitive abilities and emotional sensitivity to remarkable levels. This day carries a dreamy, almost mystical quality that allows you to tap into deeper realms of understanding. The early morning hours may feel somewhat hazy, as if you're still partially in the dream world. Don't rush to shake this feeling off. There are messages within this state that deserve your attention. Your subconscious mind is particularly active, bringing forth insights and realizations that have been brewing beneath the surface for weeks, perhaps even months. In your personal relationships, this lunar-Neptune configuration creates a beautiful opportunity for emotional connection and healing. Long-standing tensions with loved ones, especially family members, may suddenly find resolution as you're able to approach conversations with greater empathy and understanding. For Cancers in romantic relationships, this is an exquisite day for deepening bonds. Your partner will appreciate your heightened sensitivity and willingness to truly listen and understand their needs. Single Cancers might find themselves drawn to someone with artistic or spiritual inclinations. A soul connection could emerge quite unexpectedly in places devoted to creativity or contemplation. Your professional life benefits from a Venus-Jupiter sextile that activates your career sector today. This favorable aspect brings potential recognition from authority figures or perhaps an unexpected opportunity to showcase your unique talents. Your natural Cancer intuition, combined with practical skills, makes you particularly valuable in work situations requiring both emotional intelligence and problem-solving abilities. Trust your gut feelings about a workplace situation. Your intuition is especially accurate under today's celestial configuration. Financially, Mercury's position suggests careful consideration before making major purchases or investments. While not a day for financial restrictions, it does call for thoughtful planning rather than impulsive spending. A conversation with someone more experienced in money matters could prove extremely beneficial, possibly opening your eyes to an investment opportunity that aligns with your values. Your physical well-being is influenced by Mars forming a challenging aspect to Saturn today. This could manifest as feelings of fatigue or a sense that your energy is somewhat blocked. Listen to your body's needs for rest and restoration. Gentle movement rather than intense exercise would serve you better today. Perhaps a walk near water, Cancer's element, would help restore your natural equilibrium and vitality. Your home environment, always important for security-loving Cancer, demands attention today. The current planetary alignments suggest that making even small adjustments to your living space could significantly improve your emotional well-being. Consider rearranging furniture to improve energy flow or adding elements that soothe your senses, perhaps new textiles in calming blues or greens, or items that incorporate water elements into your decor. Family relationships receive beneficial influences from today's aspects. A conversation with a female relative could provide unexpected comfort or insight. For Cancers who are parents, your connection with your children feels especially meaningful today, with opportunities for heart-to-heart conversations that strengthen your bonds. Creatively, this is an exceptional day. The Moon-Neptune trine enhances your already vivid imagination, making this an ideal time for artistic pursuits, writing, or any activity that allows you to express your rich, emotional inner world. Don't be surprised if you experience moments of inspiration that seem to come from beyond yourself. Socially, you may feel somewhat selective about who you spend time with today. That's perfectly aligned with the current energy's quality over quantity serves you well. A small gathering with trusted friends will prove far more satisfying than larger social events where you might feel your sensitive energy becoming depleted. Spiritual pursuits are highly favored under today's aspects. Your natural connection to the unseen realms is amplified, making this an excellent day for meditation, prayer, or rituals that hold personal meaning. Pay special attention to recurring thoughts or symbols that appear in your awareness. They contain guidance worth noting. Challenges today might include a tendency toward emotional overwhelm. The heightened sensitivity that brings so many gifts can occasionally feel like too much. Creating boundaries when necessary will help you navigate these waters. Additionally, be cautious of falling into patterns of nostalgia that keep you too focused on the past rather than present opportunities. Your lucky color today is silver, reflecting the lunar energies that govern your sign. Carrying or wearing moonstone would harmonize well with today's planetary influences. The number 4 appears significant for you today, possibly indicating stability and foundation building in your endeavors. As you move through this day, Cancer, remember that your greatest strength lies in your ability to feel deeply and care authentically. The world needs your nurturing energy and emotional wisdom now more than ever. Trust the rhythms of your intuition as you navigate the cosmic currents of April 25, 2025. They're leading you exactly where you need to be. On April 25, 2025, the cosmos aligns in particularly significant ways for those born under the sign of Cancer. The moon, your celestial ruler, will be transiting through Scorpio, creating a powerful water sign trine with your natal energies. This lunar position in your 5th house of creativity and self-expression deepens your emotional intelligence and intuitive capabilities. You may find yourself experiencing profound emotional insights that could manifest as creative inspiration or a deeper understanding of your personal relationships. The moon's aspects today suggest that your emotional barometer is especially accurate. Trust what you feel. Mercury, positioned in Taurus, creates a stabilizing influence in your 11th house of social connections and future aspirations. This grounding energy helps you articulate your long-term goals with remarkable clarity and practicality. Communication about your dreams and ambitions flows with unusual ease today, making it an excellent time for networking or collaborative planning. Venus, currently in Gemini, forms an interesting square aspect to your sun sign. This creates a slight tension between your natural desire for emotional security and a newfound curiosity about varied experiences in relationships. While potentially challenging, this aspect can be tremendously growth-oriented if you remain open to examining your values around connection and intimacy. Mars in Pisces occupies your 9th house of higher knowledge and exploration, infusing your spiritual pursuits with passionate energy. This placement encourages you to take concrete action toward expanding your philosophical horizons or educational endeavors. The dreamy quality of Pisces softens Mars's otherwise assertive energy, creating a gentle but persistent momentum toward growth. Jupiter, the planet of expansion and opportunity, continues its journey through Gemini in your 12th house of the subconscious and hidden matters. This significant transit illuminates your inner world, bringing submerged insights to the surface and expanding your capacity for spiritual understanding. Pay close attention to dreams and intuitive flashes today, as they contain valuable guidance. Saturn, the taskmaster of the zodiac, remains in Pisces, forming a supportive sextile to your sun sign. This position in your 9th house brings structure to your intellectual pursuits and provides the discipline needed to translate philosophical insights into practical wisdom. Today's Saturn influence helps you build lasting foundations for your belief systems. Uranus in Gemini creates innovative energy in your 12th house of the unconscious, potentially triggering unexpected revelations or psychological breakthroughs. This placement can feel destabilizing, but ultimately liberates you from outdated mental patterns or emotional attachments that no longer serve your growth. Neptune in Aries occupies your 10th house of career and public reputation, creating a curious blend of inspirational vision and pioneering energy regarding your professional path. Today's aspects to Neptune suggest that you may receive recognition for your compassionate leadership or intuitive understanding of others' needs in the workplace. Pluto, now in its early degrees of Aquarius, forms a challenging square to your sun sign from your 8th house of shared resources and transformation. This powerful configuration intensifies experiences related to joint finances, intimate relationships, and psychological healing. While potentially uncomfortable, this Pluto transit catalyzes profound personal evolution. The North Node in Aries points toward your need to develop greater independence and initiative in your professional life, while the South Node in Libra suggests releasing overdependence on partnerships for validation. Today's nodal aspects encourage balancing self-assertion with collaborative harmony. Chiron, the wounded healer, transits through Aries in your 10th house, highlighting sensitive areas around professional authority and public image. Today's aspects to Chiron create opportunities to transform past wounds related to recognition and achievement into sources of wisdom that benefit others. With the asteroid Pallas Athena in Cancer, your strategic thinking is especially aligned with your emotional intelligence today. This placement in your first house empowers you to approach challenges with both wisdom and sensitivity, a powerful combination. The Black Moon Lilith in Virgo transits your 3rd house of communication, possibly triggering encounters that reveal hidden biases or suppress truths in everyday interactions. This position encourages integrating shadow aspects of your mental processes. For Cancer, these planetary positions on April 25, 2025, create a day where emotional depth merges with intellectual clarity. The water sign emphasis supports your natural intuitive abilities, while earth and air influences provide necessary balance and perspective. Most significantly, the Moon-Pluto aspect today indicates transformative emotional experiences that, while intense, ultimately strengthen your sense of inner security and emotional resilience. With the Moon entering Libra on April 25, 2025, Cancer, your communication landscape takes on a more diplomatic and relationship-oriented tone. This lunar placement activates your 4th house of home and emotions, creating a fascinating dynamic where you'll feel a strong urge to express yourself about domestic matters, but with a Libran desire for harmony and balance. Mercury, now direct in Aries, forms an interesting square to your Cancer energy, adding a layer of assertiveness to your normally cautious communication style. You might surprise yourself today by speaking more directly than usual, especially regarding family matters or personal boundaries. This isn't typical for your water sign nature, but it feels surprisingly liberating. Venus in Gemini influences your 12th house of the subconscious, suggesting that some of your most meaningful expressions today may emerge from dreams, intuition, or long-buried thoughts. Pay attention to the metaphors and symbols that surface in conversation. They're revealing deeper truths you've been processing internally. The day's Mercury-Jupiter trine opens channels for heartfelt communication, especially with children or romantic partners. Your words carry emotional weight today. Cancer and others will feel the authenticity behind them. This aspect supports creative expression too. Journaling, poetry, or any artistic communication could prove deeply satisfying. Mars in Aquarius creates some tension in your 8th house of shared resources and intimate bonds. This may manifest as discussions about financial matters or emotional vulnerabilities that feel uncomfortable yet necessary. The key is to balance your need for emotional security with intellectual clarity when expressing these sensitive topics. Neptune's influence from Pisces casts a dreamy quality over your communications today. While this enhances your natural empathy and intuition, be careful about boundaries in professional communications. You might inadvertently absorb others' emotions during work conversations, which could cloud your judgment or leave you feeling emotionally drained. Saturn in Pisces forms a supportive sextile to your Sun, providing structure to your emotional expressions. This is excellent for important conversations that require both heart and discipline. You'll find yourself able to express feelings with appropriate boundaries, a skill that doesn't always come naturally to your compassionate sign. The 3rd quarter moon phase accentuates the need for closure in ongoing dialogues. Conversations that have been developing over the past week may reach important conclusions today. Your intuitive abilities are heightened during this lunar phase, allowing you to read between the lines in both verbal and nonverbal communication. Uranus in Gemini brings unexpected revelations through casual conversations. A seemingly ordinary exchange with a neighbor or sibling might suddenly illuminate a personal truth or provide insight into a family situation. Stay open to these surprising communication breakthroughs. Pluto's transformative energy in Aquarius influences your approach to difficult conversations. You may find yourself addressing power dynamics in relationships with unprecedented clarity. This isn't about confrontation, but rather honest expression that leads to deeper understanding and connection. The asteroid Chiron in Aries activates healing through communication today. Sharing vulnerabilities, particularly about childhood experiences or family patterns, could lead to significant emotional release. Your words have therapeutic power now, both for yourself and listeners. Your communication style today carries a unique blend of water sign empathy and air sign objectivity due to the Cáncer-Libra connection. This allows you to express feelings with both emotional depth and social grace, a powerful combination for meaningful exchanges. Digital communications benefit from your intuitive touch today. Text messages, emails, and social media posts are likely to resonate deeply with recipients. You're able to convey emotion effectively even through these typically distancing mediums, bridging gaps between yourself and distant loved ones. Group discussions may feel challenging as you navigate between your need for emotional authenticity and the social harmony Libra energy encourages. Finding this balance is today's communication lesson, speaking your truth while maintaining relationship peace. Pay attention to nonverbal cues around 3 p.m. when the moon forms a significant aspect to Neptune. Your ability to read emotional undercurrents peaks around this time, making it ideal for important conversations where understanding the unspoken is crucial. The evening brings a shift as the moon aspects Jupiter, expanding your emotional vocabulary. You'll find yourself able to articulate complex feelings with surprising clarity, especially regarding home and family matters that normally feel too personal to verbalize. In professional communications, your natural Cáncer intuition serves you well today. You'll sense what colleagues or clients need to hear, allowing you to tailor your message effectively. This emotional intelligence gives you an edge in negotiations or presentations. Listeners will be drawn to the authentic warmth in your voice today. The planetary alignment enhances your natural ability to make others feel nurtured through communication. This is particularly effective when offering advice or consolation to friends facing difficulties. Writing flows especially well under today's influences. If you journal or create content, you'll find emotional depth comes easily to your words. This is an excellent day to write letters of significance or express feelings that have been difficult to verbalize. By nightfall, as the moon forms its final aspects of the day, communications take on a more reflective quality. This is an ideal time for meaningful conversations with family members or close friends who appreciate your emotional honesty and care. The financial landscape for Cáncer on April 25, 2025, presents a fascinating array of possibilities as the moon, your ruling celestial body, forms a trine with Venus in your sector of earned income. This alignment creates a natural flow between your emotional needs and material resources, opening channels for financial gain through intuitive decision-making. Your natural ability to sense value is heightened today, making it an excellent time to reassess investments or consider new avenues for passive income. With Mercury positioned favorably in your career house, communication regarding financial matters flows smoothly, particularly in professional settings where your ideas carry significant weight. Consider scheduling important meetings or pitches during the morning hours when this energy is most potent. Jupiter's influence in your house of resources suggests expansion in your financial portfolio is possible, though its square to Saturn indicates the need for disciplined approaches rather than impulsive decisions. This is not a day for gambling or risky ventures, but rather for calculated moves that align with your long-term security needs. Neptune's subtle influence in your ninth house of higher knowledge suggests financial opportunities may arise through education, publishing, or international connections, perhaps an online course or foreign market, presents unexpected value. The positioning of Mars in your partnership sector indicates collaborative financial ventures could prove particularly fruitful today, especially those initiated with trusted allies who complement your cautious approach with their strategic vision. Pay particular attention to opportunities that arise around noon, when a brief void-of-course moon creates a moment of financial clarity before shifting into your communication sector. For Cancer entrepreneurs, today favors investment in marketing and client outreach, as your ability to connect emotionally with your audience translates to tangible returns. Those employed by others might find this an auspicious day to discuss compensation or benefits, as your value to the organization is more readily apparent to decision-makers. Real estate matters receive beneficial aspects, making this a favorable day to explore property investments or renegotiate terms on existing holdings, an area where Cancer traditionally excels given your natural affinity for creating secure foundations. Regarding passive income streams, the Sun's position highlights intellectual property and royalty-based earnings. Consider how your creative works or specialized knowledge might generate recurring revenue with minimal active effort. Banking matters receive favorable aspects today, making it an excellent time to restructure accounts, consolidate debt, or negotiate better terms with financial institutions. Your natural caution serves you well, but today's aspects encourage calculated risk that aligns with your intuition. Family financial discussions are also highlighted, with potential for meaningful conversations about inheritance, shared resources, or collective investments. Approach these discussions with your characteristic empathy, but don't shy away from addressing practical matters directly. Looking at spending patterns, today's aspects suggest reviewing recurring subscriptions or membership fees could reveal surprising opportunities for savings without sacrificing value. The day's energy supports financial organization and planning rather than major purchases or commitments. In your professional sphere, your emotional intelligence gives you an edge in negotiations, particularly when discussing project budgets or resource allocation. The third quarter moon phase suggests completing financial projects rather than initiating new ones, focusing on bringing current investments to fruition before expanding your portfolio. For those considering side hustles or supplementary income streams, creative endeavors receive particularly favorable aspects, especially those that allow you to leverage your nurturing nature or emotional depth. Overall, April 25th offers Cancer an opportunity to strengthen financial foundations through intuitive yet disciplined approaches, with particular emphasis on collaborative ventures and communications that honor both your practical needs and emotional wisdom. On April 25, 2025, Cancer finds itself in a particularly auspicious cosmic alignment, with fortunate energies flowing primarily through areas connected to your inner sanctuary and creative expression. The moon, your celestial ruler, forms a harmonious trine with Neptune in Pisces, awakening your intuitive gifts and spiritual awareness to extraordinary levels. This alignment opens doors to fortunate circumstances that might seem almost magical in their timing. Your home environment becomes a powerful source of abundance today. Any activities conducted within your personal space carry an enhanced potential for success, whether it's working remotely on professional projects or pursuing creative endeavors that feed your soul. The universe is literally blessing your domestic sphere. Venus, positioned in your sector of hidden resources, suggests unexpected financial windfalls or support arriving from sources previously overlooked. Pay attention to opportunities that connect to family legacies, inherited talents, or resources shared with trusted individuals. There's something valuable hiding in plain sight. Water-related activities carry particular fortune today. Whether it's spending time near the ocean, taking a ritual bath infused with intention, or simply increasing your water intake, the element of water serves as a conduit for prosperity and emotional healing. Communication with maternal figures or nurturing women brings surprisingly fortunate revelations. A conversation with your mother, grandmother, or a female mentor could unlock valuable insights or opportunities that have been waiting for the right moment to surface. Your intuition functions as your most reliable fortune compass today. Those gut feelings and subtle inner knowings aren't merely emotional responses. They're sophisticated guidance systems connecting you to fortunate pathways. When faced with choices, allow your intuitive center to guide your decisions. Healing work proves exceptionally fruitful. If you've been considering therapy, energy work, or addressing emotional wounds, today's celestial pattern creates optimal conditions for breakthrough healing experiences that liberate stuck energy and create space for new abundance. Your emotional vulnerability transforms into a superpower today. By allowing yourself to express genuine feelings and needs, you create magnetic resonance that attracts supportive people and circumstances aligned with your authentic self. Your second house of material resources receives beneficial aspects, suggesting that financial decisions made today carry long-term positive implications. This is especially true for investments related to property, family businesses, or creative ventures that align with your emotional truth. Synchronistic encounters point toward fortunate directions. Pay particular attention to seemingly random meetings, especially with people who evoke a sense of familiarity or comfort. These connections often serve as cosmic signposts guiding you toward fortunate outcomes. Dreams and meditative insights carry special significance, potentially revealing solutions to long-standing challenges or illuminating pathways toward greater abundance. Keep a dream journal beside your bed and record any nighttime wisdom that surfaces. Activities that balance giving and receiving create particularly fortunate outcomes today. Cancer's natural tendency toward nurturing others finds perfect equilibrium when you also allow yourself to receive care and support, creating healthy energetic exchanges that multiply beneficial results. Your relationship with water, literal and metaphorical, becomes a conduit for fortune. Consider ways you might honor this connection through ritual, art, or simply spending time near bodies of water that speak to your soul. Fortune arrives through emotional authenticity rather than strategic calculation. The universe rewards your willingness to be genuinely present with your feelings rather than hiding behind protective shells or social masks. Your natural empathy functions as a fortunate compass, guiding you toward people and situations that resonate with your highest good. Trust connections that feel nourishing and supportive at an emotional level. Your creativity flows with exceptional ease, particularly for projects that incorporate elements of memory, family history, or emotional storytelling. Artistic expression serves as both a fortunate activity in itself and a gateway to additional opportunities. The fourth and eighth houses in your chart receive particularly beneficial aspects, suggesting that matters related to home, family legacy, shared resources, and emotional intimacy all carry fortunate potential today. Old family recipes, traditions, or practices carry special power. Reviving these connections to your lineage activates dormant fortunate energies waiting to be reclaimed. Self-care activities generate ripple effects of positive outcomes that extend far beyond the immediate experience. What might seem like simple nurturing gestures actually function as powerful magnets for fortunate circumstances in multiple life areas. Your receptivity serves as a crucial ingredient in today's fortune formula. Remaining open to unexpected forms of abundance, rather than insisting blessings arrive in predetermined packages, allows the universe to surprise you with its generosity and perfect timing. Cancer. On April 25, 2025, Your social landscape undergoes a significant shift as the cosmic energies align to illuminate your house of connections and community. With the moon, your ruling celestial body, moving through your 11th house of friendships and social networks, you'll feel a natural pull toward group activities and collaborative endeavors. This lunar positioning enhances your already intuitive nature, allowing you to sense the emotional undercurrents in your social circles with remarkable accuracy. Venus forms a harmonious trine to Neptune on this day, casting a dreamy, compassionate glow over your interactions. This aspect softens the boundaries between you and others, creating opportunities for deep, meaningful conversations that transcend everyday small talk. You may find yourself connecting with people on a soul level, understanding their unspoken needs and desires with an almost psychic precision. Mercury, positioned in Taurus, grounds your communication style, giving your words staying power and impact. When you speak today, others will listen, not just to what you're saying, but to the emotional truth behind your words. This placement supports authentic expression in your relationships, allowing you to articulate feelings you might typically keep protected within your shell. The position of Jupiter in your 9th house of expansion creates a favorable environment for connecting with people from different backgrounds and cultures. Your social horizons are expanding, Cancer, and you may find yourself drawn to individuals who challenge your perspective and introduce you to new ways of thinking. These connections aren't merely casual. They have the potential to evolve into profound friendships that alter your worldview. Saturn's influence from your 8th house of transformation brings a note of seriousness to certain relationships. You may recognize which connections have lasting potential and which have served their purpose in your life journey. This isn't about abrupt endings, but rather about honoring the natural evolution of relationships. Some friendships may deepen significantly today, while others gently fade into the background. Mars energizes your 7th house of partnerships, infusing your one-on-one interactions with vitality and purpose. This positioning can revitalize existing close relationships or attract dynamic new people into your orbit. There's a proactive quality to your social approach today. You're less likely to wait for others to make the first move and more inclined to initiate meaningful exchanges. Uranus, the planet of sudden change and awakening, forms an interesting aspect with your ruling moon, suggesting unexpected social developments. A surprise encounter with an old friend could reignite a dormant connection, or an introduction through mutual acquaintances might lead to an exciting new relationship. Stay open to these spontaneous interactions. They contain the seeds of important future alliances. The positioning of Pluto in your relationship sector continues a longer-term transformation of how you approach intimate connections. On this particular day, its influence brings intensity to your closer relationships, allowing you to penetrate surface interactions and access deeper truths. A conversation that begins casually could quickly evolve into a profound exchange that reveals hidden aspects of both participants. Chiron, the wounded healer, casts a gentle aspect to your social sector, creating opportunities for healing through connection. You may find yourself naturally taking on a nurturing role within your friend group or community, offering emotional support that others find uniquely comforting. This isn't one-sided. However, in the process of supporting others, you'll discover that your own emotional wounds are simultaneously healing. The North Node's position suggests that your social path is aligned with your greater destiny on this day. Connections made or strengthened now aren't random. They're helping to guide you toward your higher purpose. Pay attention to people who appear in your life repeatedly or unexpectedly. They may be playing a more significant role in your journey than is immediately apparent. For Cancer natives who are naturally inclined toward close family connections, this day brings an expansion beyond your usual comfort zone. While maintaining your cherished family bonds, you'll feel a pull toward broader social engagement. Community events, group activities, and collective projects all offer fulfilling outlets for your nurturing energy. Your capacity to create a sense of belonging wherever you go makes you a valued presence in any gathering. Digital connections also receive a boost on this day. If you've been hesitant about engaging on social platforms or virtual communities, the cosmic energy supports a more authentic online presence. Your natural empathy